Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So this is going to be my video all about what I think they should be doing with the next Suicide Squad movie. There's definitely going to be a sequel eventually. They're going to be using the characters in other places. Deathstroke, probably one of the biggest characters I think they need to bring in. So what's going on after the movie? Well, the strongest performances obviously from some of the biggest stars. Like Will Smith did a great job as Deadshot. Very clearly going to continue to be a big thing in the DC universe. Same thing with Harley Quinn and the Joker, self-explanatory. Pretty much all the surviving members of the Suicide Squad. Enchantress like June Moon is still alive, but I didn't really like what Cara Delevingne did with her character in the movie, like her performance. So in the immediate future, as they plan what their next Suicide Squad title is going to be, I think that they'll use some of these characters in the other movies. Like there's already been rumors that the Joker's been spotted on the set of Justice League. It makes sense that you would continue to use the Joker just because Batman is such a big presence in the DC movie universe. So hand in hand with that goes Harley Quinn just because Margot Robbie was so fantastic. But because there's so much going on in Justice League, I think that the Suicide Squad within Justice League will be a relatively small presence. You might get some awesome moments with their characters, but the main action of the film is going to be Ben Affleck going around recruiting the Justice League, Steppenwolf and the forces of Apocalypse making their presence known, them fleshing out the mythology of the Mother Boxes and Darkseid. So there's just so much that they still have to do to develop the universe that I think if they fast track any other movies that are not Suicide Squad sequels with these characters, it'll be like an adaptation of Batman Mad Love. So it'll be somewhat of a Batman story, but mostly a story about the origin of Harley Quinn. It'll just flesh out her relationship with the Joker, what's going on inside her head, how she thinks, because if you haven't seen my Easter egg video that I posted yesterday, I talk about 10 or so minutes of the Joker that was cut out of the movie. So what those scenes were mostly scenes informing his relationship with Harley Quinn, and it seems like based on descriptions of the stuff that they cut out, it's a more accurate portrayal of the Joker's relationship with Harley Quinn. Very abusive, very toxic. And if you have seen Suicide Squad, for the most part, the way Harley Quinn talks about the Joker, she really does love him. I feel like the next time you get like a really deep dive into their characters, you'll see like Harley Quinn will recognize what a toxic relationship it is, and she'll tell him to hit the bricks, which naturally he'll get really pissed off about, and they'll have a whole lot of fun with Harley Quinn versus the Joker, rather than painting them as star-crossed lovers like the Suicide Squad movie did. So I feel like future movies, Harley Quinn versus the Joker, not so much Harley Quinn in love with the Joker. But the most direct Suicide Squad movie, bad versus evil or bad guys versus other bad guys, would be like a Secret Six type movie. If you don't know what Secret Six is, it's a different team. Gail Simone had a nice run on it. It's just a bunch of other rogues from the DC universe that are put together in a team. Bunch of bad guys that are expendable, very in the vein of Suicide Squad. So you could do like a Suicide Squad versus Secret Six type movie. It invokes a lot of Checkmate, which we haven't seen in the DC universe yet. We've seen Argus, but Checkmate is a completely different organization. But in the name of everything being connected in this new DC movie universe, I think you'll see a lot of things crossing over. I would like to see a Suicide Squad versus the Justice League movie, but I feel like that's a long ways off. That would be like the third Suicide Squad movie. Like they get marching orders, we're supposed to kill someone, and then you get the big surprise. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash's face come up on screen, and they all just poop their pants. I would like to see them do a Deathstroke story. That would be awesome for them to include Deathstroke in the next Suicide Squad movie. Do like a slightly different version of Judas Contract. If you don't know what that is, it's really a Teen Titans story, so they could do like Suicide Squad versus the Teen Titans or invoke the Teen Titans in some way. I feel like the Teen Titans will exist in the movie universe somewhere. They might just be called the Titans. They can totally get there if they want to, but right now they're keeping things relatively simple. We have the Justice League, we have Suicide Squad, and then as Amanda Waller says, there are evil people around the world trying to grab their own metahumans. So I think if they're going to do something like Hive, like they're going to build an evil organization inside the movie universe, they would work really well on a Suicide Squad story too. So really the thing that I'm hoping they work up to is that the Suicide Squad helps out during Justice League, and then you get the WTF twist where they're ordered to kill the Justice League on shadowy orders. Because one of the best things, and this does come across in the Suicide Squad movie where Will Smith is like, you know what, if this all goes bad, they're gonna blame us for it. We're all expendable. They don't care about us at all. So Amanda Waller's the biggest villain. It seems like she also isn't super hot on Batman Bruce Wayne. So it wouldn't be too unbelievable for her to order a hit on the Justice League. Like if she felt that they were truly beyond her control and she wanted to get rid of them. But let me know in the comments, what do you want them to do for the next Suicide Squad movie, assuming that it happens in like the next 2 to 3 years? And when do you think that we will see more Teen Titans in the movie universe? I feel like they could replace Enchantress with Raven, and that would be like the backdoor to Trigon and some other supernatural things, so they could course correct a little, because I feel like Enchantress was a bit of a misstep for the movie. Awesome character, but not so great portrayal, so I feel like they could bring Raven in, that would be a backdoor to Teen Titans, all kinds of awesome, evil, magical things, and that would be a backdoor to Batman family Nightwing, because I know everybody wants to see Nightwing in the movies eventually, but it's probably gonna be a couple weeks before you hear anything about the next Suicide Squad movie, just because like it's making a boatload of money now, but studios typically like to wait a little while to see how a movie's gonna do before announcing what's gonna be happening with the sequel. So a lot of it just depends on which actors they want to bring back, and I feel like most of the big stars of Suicide Squad were actually the best parts of the movie, so whatever they end up deciding to do, I feel like it'll be good, but just remains to be seen. So if there are any other Suicide Squad videos you guys do want me to do, or videos on characters from the movie, just let me know in the comments. There is a new round of the DC giveaway that's going on right now. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. So get hyped and make sure you go see Suicide Squad this weekend if you haven't seen it yet. While you guys wait for my next video to post, you can click here for all my Suicide Squad Easter eggs, and you can click here to learn all about Avengers Infinity War and how it's introducing Captain Marvel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.